Good morning, students. This is the 12th video of the chapter Socialism in Europe and Russian Revolution. And today we are going to discuss negative changes of October Revolution. So far we discussed that what change occurred, what type of changes occurred after the October Revolution. And we discussed about the positive aspect of October Revolution. We discussed that April thesis was implemented. Thereafter, equality, the concept of equality was implemented in Russia. So we discussed about the positive and good impact of Bolsheviks on Russia. Now here we are going to discuss the negative changes or the problems that was associated with the October Revolution. So we'll have to understand the negative impact also or the negative changes also. Now, when the Bolshevik came to Russia and they toppled down the provisional government, they came into power after toppling down the provisional government. In the next month, that is in the month of November 1917, he gave permission for the election of Constituent Assembly because he was very confident that in the coming election, he will definitely win the election or his party will definitely win the election. The reason was very simple, because he was responsible for toppling down the provisional government and people were not happy with the provisional government. That is why the party was so confident under the leadership of Vladimir Lenin. Now, why the Constituent Assembly was granted permission? The question is that. So, Constituent Assembly was granted permission because we have already seen that in the February Revolution, the public, they demanded for a parliament or elected parliament. So, this was the time for the Bolshevik to show to the world, including the Russian population, that we are a very democratic body and we are great believer of democracy and parliamentary democracy, and that is why they granted permission for the election of Constituent Assembly. So here they are overconfident, and as a result they face the trouble. In the election, in the Constituent Assembly election, the Bolshevik could not get the majority. Despite all their efforts, they could not get the majority in the Constituent Assembly. And finally, the Constituent Assembly became the ultimate parliament where the representation of Bolshevik group was not maximum. So, in the month of January in 1918, Constituent Assembly that was formed on the initiative of Bolshevik, now it started rejecting the proposal or measures of the Bolshevik. Now you can understand how interesting it was. Bolshevik, they granted permission for the formation of Constituent Assembly, and once the Constituent Assembly came into existence, it rejected the measures or proposals of the Bolsheviks. And that is why the Bolsheviks became very angry. Particularly the Vladimir Lenin, who was the leader, he became very irritated, he became very angry. Why? Because his proposal, his measures were rejected by the Constituent Assembly. So that is why Lenin was, at the time also, he was very powerful in the Constituent Assembly, although he was not in majority. So finally he dismissed, by using his power, he dismissed the assembly and he gave the justification that as the assembly was assembled or the election took place in a very uncertain condition, because after the topple down of provisional government, the condition in Russia was not very good. Uncertainties were there, and that is why the Lenin clearly marked that because the uncertain conditions are there, so Constituent Assembly is not going to work in a proper way. So I am going to drop. I am going to reject it. So finally it was dissolved on the initiative of Vladimir Lenin. So here it is written that Lenin dismissed assembly on uncertain grounds. So basically it was dismissed because ground was not very clear as per the opinion of the Lenin. Now after that, one more step was taken by Vladimir Lenin, and this was a very courageous step that was required. We have already discussed about the April thesis. So in the April thesis, three different demands were there. First demand was that the involvement of Russia should end. The involvement of Russia in World War I should end. This was the first demand. And after that, nationalization of bank was there and land redistribution to the peasant was there. So here, all the other measures or the demands of April thesis were implemented. But so far as involvement of Russia in war was concerned, it was not implemented so far. So finally, Vladimir Lenin took the initiative and he came in peace treaty with Germany. And the treaty is termed as Brest-Litovsk because it was the place in Russia at that time the treaty took place in that area. So despite opposition, here one word is written despite opposition. So basically who was opposing the Vladimir decision? Many other groups were there, like liberals were there, in fact Soviet was also there, and other radical group was also there, some conservatives were also there. So all of them were not in the favor of drawing or pulling out of the war. So that is why they started opposing the Vladimir Lenin. But Vladimir Lenin was a very courageous and he was really the kingmaker at that time. And that is why, despite opposition, he took the decision. He took the initiative. And finally, he made peace treaty with Germany at Brest-Litovsk. So you have to remember the name. That was the treaty. That was very important. Now thereafter, over some time, again, as I told you, the assembly was not there and the political party was also very limited in Russia. So over the time, the Bolshevik party, it became the single largest party in Russia. And the Russia became one party state. Here it is written, Russia became one party state, means that only Bolshevik party was there, which was most powerful in Russia. Thereafter, the Bolshevik came to power and they consolidated their power. And while they were consolidating their power, they appointed certain secret police also. And what was the function, specific function of police, secret police, was to supervise the activities of other groups. It was assembled, it was formed in order to supervise the activity of all the different segments of society. So basically, with the help of secret police, now Bolshevik became more stronger and started controlling the different groups of the society. Here, I would like to add one thing, that artisans, writers and other workers, they supported the Bolshevik because Bolshevik group was telling everything in favor of the poorest segment of society, and that is why they voted them. But when the Bolshevik came to power, they became arrogant. They became very arrogant and very, you can say, repressive. They started giving punishment to the segment or to the section of society who are not going to obey. So basically, the Bolshevik group that came after revolution, October Revolution, it became a dictator body. It started creating problems for the citizens of the Russia. The party which came in opposition to the monarchy or the dictatorship, the party itself became a dictator. So that was the loophole, that was the problem that started after the October Revolution. Thereafter, the party also imposed censorship on various activities, on the activities of different segments of society, on different groups, and in order to accomplish this, it took the help of his secret police. So basically what we found here, that the Bolshevik party which came as a reaction to monarchy or the provisional government that was going to become a dictator, the party itself became a dictator. And that is why you will find in the upcoming section that different groups became very arrogant, different groups became very irritated, different groups became very angry with the role of Bolshevik party, and finally this situation led to the creation of the civil war in Russia. So this behavior or the particular behavior of Bolshevik party and the particular style of Bolshevik party led to the civil war in Russia. So we'll discuss about civil war in the upcoming topic. Thank you so much.